the number of attempted illegal border crossings by undocumented persons that were successfully prevented increased by 215% this past festive season. In 2023-24, 15,924 undocumented persons who tried to come into our country illegally were intercepted. In 2024-2025, this number increased to 50,312. Another 6,159 people were detected for overstaying, and a further 1,923 were refused entry due to fraudulent documentation or non-compliance with entry requirements. BMA Border Guards, in collaboration with the South African Police Service, made a further 322 arrests, including of 132 wanted criminals, and seized illicit goods that included 690 million rand worth of illegal cigarettes.
But the total number of the people that had been intercepted to make sure that they do not enter the country illegally, just in the 44 days, standing at 58,394 individuals that were fairly stopped from entering the country illegally. And of course, as the minister emphasized, the number for those that were intercepted who did not have documents at all, that is the number the minister emphasized, is the 50,312. But again, as you can actually see, is that we also have some bit of undesirables and we have some bit of inadmissibles, and the minister had also emphasized that thing. Out of the 58,000 people that had been intercepted, as we have indicated, the leading, remember we talk about 58,000 all inclusive, the leading nationality is the Basotho nationals. And there we are talking about 38,000 of them. So meaning that from the 50,000 we are talking about 38,000 of those were actually Basotho nationals, followed by Mozambicans, which is around 6,549, followed by Zimbabweans, which is 3,067, followed by Malawians, which is 987, followed by the Swazis at around 870. These are the documented people as intercepted. In terms of the numbers of those that were undesirable, again, it is the Basotho that are leading at 2,304, the Mozambicans 1,413, followed by Zimbabweans 982, followed by Malawians 354, followed by Nigerians at 180. Again, these are those that we call undesirables. You will remember undesirables are those people that either overstayed before when they came into the country, or they were once intercepted for being in the country illegally. It means that we took their fingerprint, we then in a way banned them for 5 years, and therefore they tried to come in. The system will reject them because they are undesirable until the 5-year period is finished.
Welcome to an in-depth report that brings together the latest developments from South Africa's border management operations during the recent festive season, a period that has seen both unprecedented challenges and remarkable progress. Over the period, nearly 60,000 illegal immigrants were intercepted at various ports of entry, a figure that has sent shockwaves through the corridors of government and security alike. Home Affairs officials, working in close collaboration with border police and immigration teams, recorded an average of 8,500 interceptions per day at critical crossings such as Beitbridge, Lebombo, and along the Limpopo River. At these busy posts, officers were determined to thwart illegal entry attempts at a time when travel typically surges due to the festive spirit. According to Home Affairs Minister Leon Schreiber, the interception count of 58,394 represents an increase of over 200% compared to the previous period, with more than 50,000 individuals caught without any documentation at all. This dramatic escalation in interception numbers was not merely a consequence of heightened border activity during the holidays, it also reflected the fruits of a long overdue transformation in South Africa's approach to border security. The 2024-2025 festive season marked a turning point in the operations of the Border Management Authority, BMA, an institution that has, until recently, struggled with fragmentation and a lack of coordinated response at the country's 71 ports of entry. Following a lengthy period of planning and resource allocation, the BMA was put to its most rigorous test yet as it assumed full command of border management, consolidating disparate efforts into one centralized, agile body. The revamped approach, which integrated new technologies such as drones and body cameras, has proven its worth on the ground. In a remarkable display of digital transformation, drones were deployed on a pilot basis at 5 strategic ports: Beitbridge, Maseru Bridge, Lebombo, Kopfontein, and Oshuk. A team of 42 pilots, generously supported by the Department of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development, conducted real-time monitoring that not only enhanced surveillance over high-risk areas but also led to the interception of an additional 2,188 individuals who might otherwise have slipped through the net. Furthermore, these drones identified 2,326 breaches in the border fence, all of which were promptly sealed, thus reinforcing the physical barriers to illegal entry. Statistics speak volumes. In the previous festive period of 2023-24, 15,924 undocumented persons were intercepted attempting to enter the country illegally. This number has soared by 215% in the 2024-2025 season to a staggering 50,312. In addition to these figures, another 6,159 individuals were detected as having overstayed their welcome, while 1,923 were turned away due to fraudulent documentation or failure to meet entry requirements. The operations were bolstered further by the arrest of 322 travelers, 132 of whom were wanted criminals, and the seizure of illicit goods, including 690 million rand worth of illegal cigarettes. The impact of these operations was felt across all points of entry. At OR Tambo International Airport, Beitbridge, and Lebombo, the top 3 ports by volume, 81% of all processed movements occurred, underscoring their strategic importance. Over the festive period, a total of 5,084,251 travelers were processed. This included 395,189 private vehicles, 12,974 minibus taxis, 6,071 buses, and 58,938 trucks engaged in import and export activities. Additionally, 9,491 aircraft and 660 vessels were cleared, with 66% of imports and 74% of exports moving through within a brisk 30 minutes. Although these times are impressive, officials remain committed to further streamlining the process by automating entry and exit procedures. Notably, the interception data provides insight into regional migration patterns. Among those apprehended, Basotho nationals topped the list with approximately 38,000 undocumented entrants, followed by Mozambicans at 6,549 and Zimbabweans at 3,067. Similarly, Basotho led among the 6,159 individuals deemed undesirables, a category that includes those who had overstayed previous entries, with 2,304 recorded, trailed by Mozambicans and Zimbabweans. Each intercepted individual was meticulously fingerprinted and, in many cases, banned from re-entering South Africa for a period of 5 years. The enhanced coordination and technology-led strategy are a far cry from the disjointed efforts of the past. Earlier festive seasons were marred by fragmented operations and a reactive rather than proactive stance towards illegal immigration. The transformation of the BMA, from a nominal institution on paper to a robust command and control center, has been nothing short of revolutionary. This holistic approach to the successful management of over 5 million travelers, despite operating at levels still below the pre-COVID peak of nearly 6 million. More importantly, it set the stage for a future where our border management is not only secure but also seamlessly integrated and digitalized. The festive period operations were a joint effort. Commissioner Michael Masiapato, alongside his senior management team and partners from the South African Revenue Service, the South African Police Service, the Defence Force, and the private sector, played pivotal roles. The collective endeavour also included stringent measures against smuggling. 19 vehicles, 2 taxis, 1 truck, and 2 trailers were intercepted from attempts to smuggle goods, and 331 vehicles have been stopped since July 2022 from leaving South Africa unlawfully. As we reflect on these figures and the heightened security measures, a sense of cautious optimism emerges. The BMA's integrated approach, its successful use of cutting-edge technology, and its improved coordination among all stakeholders have redefined the landscape of border management in South Africa. Yet, as Commissioner Masiapato reminds us, reform is a journey, not an event. While this festive season has set a new benchmark, the task of fully digitalizing and automating our border systems remains on the agenda. With the spirit of innovation driving these efforts and the resolve of our border officials unyielding, South Africa's borders are better protected than ever before. For those watching this report, take a moment to appreciate the substantial progress made, even as the work continues. The dramatic increases in interception figures, the swift actions taken to secure our borders, and the seamless flow of legal trade and travel all speak to a future where border security is not only a line of defense but a finely tuned operation in its own right. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates.